There's one thing that no one can ever take away from you, no matter what happens in your life, apart from death. I mean, death takes everything away. But the one thing here, no matter whether you go bankrupt or whatever else, no one can take knowledge away from you. I was in the Air Force at the time. I was also studying, and typical young 21-year-old invincible, thought nothing in the world could stop me, and suddenly, bam, something could stop me. Yeah. And it taught me a lot of things. It taught me the value of time, how little we really have. When you're 21 and someone says if you don't have an operation, you don't start being treated now, you've got 3 months to live, that really changes your perspective on things. And you start looking at everything in a different way. And what haven't I done? If you want to be a successful gold miner, there are two ways of doing it. One, you can actually work your butt off and hope that you're early enough and find that gold nugget that will make you rich, that everyone talks about. Or two, you can go, fuck it, I'm not going to be a gold miner. These guys need shovels. My mother wasn't earning much money. We were rather poor. We were living at one stage above a shop and another stage in a house that we had access to cheap because it was going to be torn down in 6 months and no one wanted to live there before it got torn down. I used to go to school and I would see the welfare kids because my mother wouldn't take welfare, and think that these guys are so much better off than I was. He actually documented it all. Craig hasn't noticed I'm totally stoned. Trust me, I noticed you were totally stoned. That's why you got fired. The original protocol was actually okay before everyone started thinking that it's broken, that it's not anonymous enough, that whatever else. So right at the beginning, one of the first things to be taken out was IP to IP. Mm-hmm. IP to IP is peer-to-peer in the truest sense. Now, part of the problem was it was quickly coded and a bit of a dog's breakfast, I admit. That part, the protocol was fine. The implementation was shit. Mm-hmm. So we'll say that. And what could happen would be man-in-the-middle attacks because there's no SSL, there's no handshakes, there's no nothing. It's just, I know you and I trust you. And no validation or anything like this. That got stripped out. And then it was, we'll fix it. And instead of we'll fix it, well, stuff it, that's bad, we'll just strip it out altogether. So the whole peer-to-peer nature of Bitcoin started disappearing. So rather than fixing the damn code, people just, first of all, said it's too hard, and then they stripped it out and said that's not Bitcoin. It's a core part of Bitcoin.
Is that a knight in the background?
Yeah, there's armor in the background.
Oh, wow. I was... the first time I saw it, I thought it was a pot, but oh my God, that is beautiful.
I got a couple of the guys there.
Oh, that is awesome.
It's an English country house. You've got to have a suit of armor sitting in the background.